Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do. It is Hump Day, November 19th, and it is 3:01. And for those of you who may not know what Hump Day is, it's the middle of the week. The phrase getting over the hump. It's the middle of the week. It's Hump Day. Every day is Hump Day, basically, around this camp. I have to say that. It's like, let me just get to the next one. Let me just get to the next one. Because a lot jumps off. Anywho, my tea is too hot to sip right now. But I am, I want to say, imbibing on a nice raspberry pomegranate blend. Yeah, it's not a wake me up like an Earl Grey, but it's flavorful. It's a cute tea. How about that? Cute tea. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to get into the Epstein files just a little bit. Again, I don't know how many people saw the Marjorie Taylor Greene speech. I don't know how to even phrase that, how to label that. Maybe the Marjorie Taylor Greene imaginary catharsis. Marjorie Taylor Greene following in this suit of 47 in having verbal diarrhea. Let's call it that. Yeah. Anywho. Yeah, I said anywho. Trying to break that habit. Miss MGT, or MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, yeah. MTG. Discussed, and I mean discuss, not disgust, but she does both. Yeah. Well, she talked about her, just her, not the Epstein folks, the people who suffered in the madness. Let's get real about this. I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying not to use, gully language. But let's keep this real. She's concerned because she's getting death threats. Why don't you get that other pinhead female who likes to use guns? And I don't recall ever, calling somebody a female unless I'm filling out a form. I usually recognize a woman, a sister, by name. An elder, an ancestor, by auntie, or church mom. But this female is some kind of special. Yeah, because she made it about her and her death threats. And I want to say, in the most polite way that I can, so I know the words are going to sound a little funny because I'm trying to be polite. But I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to lean into it. Fornicate your feelings. You gave less than a damn about the folks who suffered when you tore babies from their arms, and you put the adults in concentration camps, and again, you gave less than a damn about the babies. Fornicate your feelings. You gave less than a damn about Black Lives Matter. And we have to say Black Lives Matter because they don't seem to with you. You'll say all lives matter, thinking you're correcting. And it's like, all lives don't matter because Black lives don't matter to you. So how do you juxtapose the two? Fornicate your feelings. You know, we have lynchings. Let's call it what it is. That folks who don't even give a damn are calling suicides. Now, I know there's a lot of brothers and sisters now who are suffering from mental health issues because we're just now beginning and learning how to talk about it. But let's kick this real. Very few people of color choose to get up out of here by rope. You know, when I hear things now, I want to think about the severity and the sincerity of the folks solving the Atlanta child abductions. I want to talk about the severity and the sincerity of folks looking for missing people of color. Yeah, see, notice I'm leaned into the screen. Notice my body position, because I'm saying this with my whole chest and I'm standing flat-footed on it. Yeah, full of fecal matter. And the sooner that and I'm using this term loosely, allies recognize that the wind blows white, or you may give lip service to it because you have not received the people of color treatment, you know, like the Freedom Riders. You know, the minute you experience any kind of friction, you run back to privilege. Most folks can't stand 10 toes down. You know, I have a cousin who I've learned from. You know, I have family members who I've learned from. Consequences be damned. You're going to treat me like a human being. And if you decide not to for any reason, I'll know straight out and for sure that I died fighting for my dignity.